It's a bit after noon, October 5th, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm in the seawall section of Acadia National Park. I'm not going to be showing you how crowded it is today. Instead, I wanted to show you the fall colors that are getting started here. So I'm just going to stop a few times. I'm on my way home for lunch after working on Tortuga this morning, and I just passed through here to go home and noticed that if you look, you can see some color starting to show up on the edge of this spot. Most of the trees that are turning now are maples, and there are a few birch trees that are also starting to turn. They're more yellow in color than the reddish maples. Yeah, it seems like there's a fair amount of traffic right here. I'm right on the road. And we'll go back and look back this way. Right back there is the entrance to the seawall campground, and you can see that here's a birch tree that's turning a little yellow, but only part of it, and some maples that are going red. And we'll just continue up the road a little bit, and I'll make a couple more stops to show you a little bit more of the beginning of fall color here in the seawall section of Acadia National Park. Now, before I do that, I want to mention the state of the fall colors on Sunday when I drove over to Bar Harbor. And they were a little bit more advanced than here. We're getting into a time of year when the mornings are colder up in the Bar Harbor area than they are over here. Now the ocean temperature is starting to buffer our overnight lows, and Bar Harbor, being more inland, isn't buffered as much. So it gets colder there at night, so fall colors are a little more advanced on the northern side of the island where Bar Harbor is. Okay, let's move on a little. Well, now I've gone inland a couple of hundred yards, and here's some more trees that are turning. And on the other side, and over here we got some birches that are turning, and some more maple trees up here that have started to go red. And they'll probably get a more intense red color as we continue. Right now I'm sort of halfway between the seawall campground and the Wonderland Trail parking area. And now I'm just past the Ship Harbor Nature Trail, headed west, and you can see a bit of color here, but there's also, quite a bit of green left on the trees. There's a maple that's got just a little color up at the top, but still quite a bit of green. And looking back that way, and looking into the forest here, which is on this side a mix of spruce and cedar, basically a mossy forest. And I'll walk over and we'll take a look the other way. And now I'm looking west toward the western park boundary. That sign there is the park boundary, and there's just a little bit of color in the treetops. Most of the trees haven't really begun to turn yet. And for example, here's a maple tree with some bright red leaves, but a lot of green leaves too. So the fall colors, I'd say, in this part of Acadia National Park are just getting started, and they're kind of spotty, even on individual trees. So, just wanted to show you some fall colors today to give you a feel for how far along they are here in the Wonderland area of Acadia National Park. So I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of fall color as it's getting started here at the southern tip of Mount Desert Island. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and If you haven't, please consider subscribing to my channel to see more content like this, in addition to my boat repair videos. Thanks for watching.